What's up, guys? Enchanted Reeves. I know it's been a while since I last updated you guys, but as you can see, I am still reefing. The aquarium is still up, and this one is actually a new one that I got. I actually got rid of the 10-gallon IM Nuvo. I was running out of space, and I just decided to upgrade, get a bigger one. This one's a 20-gallon one, I believe. I got this off of Amazon, and yeah, it adds more space for all the other corals that I'm getting. The only thing that's kind of different is this compartment back here. As you can see, it's still an all-in-one, but for some reason they made the back compartments big enough to include a full-size skimmer. Not sure why, if it's just a small little all-in-one, but I guess more space is better, so I'll probably just end up adding some kind of live rock back there to increase the beneficial bacteria. For the lights, I'm still running the AI that I was using, and I also included another one just to increase the light intensity in the aquarium. Right now I just have a bunch of zoas, kind of softies, a little bit of LPS, the frog spawns, the hammer, the Duncan, and I think that's it. Let's see, I am having an issue at the moment. As you can see, I have some green hair algae growing all over this rock especially. Or it's not green hair algae, it's the other one. It's kind of looks more of a lettuce type of algae. Right now the only way that I'm combating it is just plucking it out once a week. And I also added I guess a larger cleanup crew. I added a turbo snail and more of I think they're the Astrina snails, and just a bunch of hermit crabs. So I'm hoping that by me taking them out manually every week, and with the added cleanup crew, over time I can just battle it and get rid of it without having to dose any chemicals or anything like that. I also have a little bit of green hair algae, not too much at the moment. I guess just more in this general rock. As you can see, it's kind of taking over a couple of the frag plugs, but that's about it. As for the zoas, I've been getting quite a few since I last updated you guys. Let's see here. This kind of green one that you can kind of see there is a exosphere. And then we have the orange eruption right there. And what is this? I believe this is the Aztec sundial. What else? Still have the Charmanders and the Pikachus. Rainbow incinerators right there. Blue death or purple death. What else? That one you see right there, kind of eating in the middle, are the Green Reapers. Start off with 1 polyp. Right now I'm at 5, I believe. As for the mushrooms, let's see, we have the sun-kissed, I think it's cornbread sun-kissed mushroom. Eclectus back there, jawbreaker eclectus, a fire mushroom. We also have the Godzilla bounce mushroom, which shouldn't be confused with this one over here, the Godzilla Yuma. This one doesn't really bounce as much as the Godzilla bounce, but still looks pretty nice. Let's see what other mushrooms we have here. I think this is like the toxic gauntlet bounce or something like that. Small little jawbreaker right there. And that nice one, I'm not sure what it's called, just kind of looks nice. Jawbreaker back there again. And then for the LPS, I have this Deadpool Blasto, kind of growing a few heads, has some awesome color. Kind of put it over the ground. It wasn't doing so good up where there was more light, so I just kind of put it at the bottom, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Let's see, frog spawn, gold hammer, all doing good. Could probably benefit from a little bit more flow. And then I started adding some Monties as well. That one back there is a grafted Monty. This one I believe is the grape ape or something like that. What else do we have? And this one's my beach bum Monty that's not doing very well. Whenever I got it, it was really yellow, and for some reason, after I added it to my main display, it just got really brown. And I decided to put it over here. It was a lot more brown, but as you can see, it's kinda, you could see a little bit of yellow in there, so it seems to be bouncing back. So hopefully that one colors up. And what else? Let's see. Added a bird's nest up there. Kind of add some SPS. It seems to be doing okay. It already had some die off, but other than that, it appears to be growing slowly. I also have the, I believe it's the bubblegum digi. I initially had it down here, moved it up there, and I guess I might have broken off a small little piece, and it just seems to be growing a new little one right there. But yeah, the tank's doing good as far as I can tell. I don't have no major issues aside from the algae that I'm kind of slowly battling. Previously, it was just taking over everything, and I wasn't really doing anything. I was hoping that just by, I guess, lowering my feeding, it would slowly die off, and which I did, but it wasn't really combating it, or I guess as far as I could see. So I just decided to continue low feeding and just manually plucking it and adding a bigger cleanup crew. So I'm hoping that'll kill it off. I'll have to update you guys with that later on, see how it does. Let's see, the fish are doing okay. So my 2 clownfish seem to be pretty happy. I also added another fish. Let's see where he is. He's kind of hiding, or he's back here. Let's see. Forgot the name of this guy, but he kind of eats small pods and sometimes picks at algae. And and one thing, for some reason, I guess initially I had a whole bunch of copepods everywhere. It was felt like it was taking over the tank. I wasn't sure if it was eating at some of my zoas or not, because it was just completely covering the crap out of this aquarium. Like, no joke, you could still kind of see them. If you focus in on the rock, you kind of see them crawling over everything. But it was really, really bad, so I decided to add that guy, and it seems to either be eating them or scaring them. But yeah, I guess that's just because previously they didn't really have any predators. The only things that were in there was the cleanup crew and the clownfish, and the clownfish didn't really seem too interested in them, so they were just thriving. And I guess I had too many nutrients in the water as well, so they were just creating small little colonies, mating and reproducing crazy fast. And you can see in the back there's a whole bunch of them just taking over everything. And yeah, everything's okay right now. The water is just kind of a little bit dirty just because I was feeding them a little while ago. But everything's still good, still in the hobby. Corals are okay. Main display tank hasn't had any issues. It's just rolling. Everything's growing slowly. But today I thought I'd just bring guys a quick update on this aquarium. As you can see, you guys probably hadn't seen this one before. It's going to be primarily for growing out zoas and LPS. I'm thinking about adding some SPS later on, aside from, I guess, the bubblegum digi and the bird's nest that I already have. Maybe one of my Walt Disneys or something like that. See if I can get them to grow here. But yeah, I hope you guys like this quick short update, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.